Okay. That's embarrassing. If you guys haven't figured it out, on today's episode, we're talking about goats.
Farm animals.
No, different goats.
Damn it.
Greatest of all. This is where your sound machine would come in handy. Time!
Streamers.
Golden buzzers. Goats. So, what is a goat? We talk greatest of all time, right?
Yeah.
Is that fair, or is it just for fun?
Well, can we talk about where it came from?
You know where that term came from? Like the origin story?
Yeah, man, because I researched for our show.
It's the first time. We've done like 17 episodes. The first time.
Who do you think like was the first one?
Dang, this is fun now. Probably Tiger Woods. Right?
Muhammad Ali.
Oh, that makes sense.
I'm the greatest.
Tracks. Yeah.
And then when he was coming towards the end in '92,
Float like a butterfly.
His wife, Lonnie Ali, actually got the GOAT Incorporated. And
Trademark?
Coined the firm. Yeah. Coined it, trademarked it under GOAT Incorporated.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this segment going to cost us money? Do we have to start paying the Ali family?
I don't know.
Probably.
I hope not. But it was made popular by the one and only
Tiger Woods.
LL Cool J.
Don't call it a comeback. Yeah. Don't call it a comeback. Your mama done warned you.
And then in 2018, it was added to Webster's dictionary.
Tiger Woods. Put with a picture of Tiger Woods. When do we get to Tiger Woods?
Goats. I was just trying to give them a lead up of what it is, how it started, why we're here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Obviously, Tiger Woods is one of your goats.
Well, you would think that. But, so this is kind of the conversation. We're not having a conversation about who is the GOAT of each sport. This conversation is there such a thing as a GOAT? Like, obviously there is. We talk about it. But is it fair to make that assessment given that most of these players have never played against each other? They've played in different times and different eras against different quality of fields. So is it fair to say this one person is the greatest of all time? Or is it just for fun? That's the conversation, not who is the GOAT.
We're taking it, the greatest is a singular thing. So can there be greatest over multiple sports? Does every sport have a greatest? Because greatest is one.
Yeah, sure. Well, I think it's the GOAT of X, the GOAT of Y, the GOAT of P.
I'm the GOAT of Podirondack.
That's not true. I've been reading the comments. So, like, is there a non-arguable GOAT in any sport? Right? Like, so you say golf, right? I don't know. Like, I go back and forth between Jack and Tiger, and when you're like, oh, the greatest, I have this weird theory that I've said to a couple people, and they look at me like I'm weird. I wonder sometimes if there's a difference between the greatest and the best. I'll explain this with using Jack and Tiger as an example. Jack is the best because in golf, he's won the most majors, and that's what everyone cares about. He's won 18 majors. It's all Tiger Woods cared about. All he wanted to do was win 19 majors. If Tiger Woods came out and won 19 majors and nothing else, he would be like, I did it. In that standard, Jack is the greatest, but Tiger Woods is obviously the best golfer. He's the best at golfing. What?
No, you didn't flip that. You meant to say that.
What?
Nicholas is the greatest, but Tiger's the best.
Is the best. Tiger is the best golfer. He's the best person at playing the game of golf, right? No one's done it better. But is he the greatest golfer? Because golf is a professional sport, and we know we only care about championships. He doesn't have all the championships. He has 15 majors. Jack has 18. So, and again, I don't know if this is a thing. I just wonder sometimes, is there a difference between the greatest being like Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, and the best being Tiger Woods, LeBron James? Like, LeBron James might be the best basketball player, but Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player, if that makes sense to anybody other than me. And I'll be honest, sometimes I think about it, it doesn't make sense to me.
Glad this conversation is about goats and not boats.
That was good. That was good. But it proves we could have a goats and a boats. The goats and the boats. Goats on boats.
I keep asking myself, like, I think being a GOAT is generational, in which case there is no such thing. Like, you're only the GOAT until you're not.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I just feel like there's so many qualifiers for GOAT. Best GOAT of NFL, GOAT of this, GOAT of, like, there's so many, like, it's just like, and at a certain point, we forgot what the English language is, people. Greatest is greatest is greatest. There's one.
Yeah.
So I feel like what started off as just Muhammad Ali being Muhammad Ali, I am the greatest, and kind of like saying that, like, I believe it's become media cannon fodder at this point. I feel like they just need to fill 24-hour news cycles, even with sports, and I feel like it's just a great debate. Because people like us like to talk about it to get you to watch.
Yeah, so if the question is it fair or fun, you're saying it's just for fun.
It's just for fun. I think I don't...
Going back to is there somebody who is unarguably the GOAT? The only person I can think of, and again, I've said this, but now no one's going to believe me because I bring him up all the freaking time. I'm not a Tom Brady guy, but like, you can't argue. I don't know if anyone can argue that in football, Tom Brady is the GOAT. 10 Super Bowls, 7 wins, 12 AFC championship games. Is anyone else going to do that? I always forget he played 20. He didn't even play 1 year.
Yeah.
Is anyone going to get there? I mean, again, I don't want to get all...
You're only the GOAT until you're not.
Yeah. And I guess Joe Montana was the GOAT before he was. And Patrick Mahomes will probably... Yeah. If it's just for fun, then, if that's what we're deciding, because I agree with you. I don't know if it's fair, but I do think it's fun. Do we stop talking about it, or can we continue on? Not you and I, but like the sports zeitgeist.
It's always going to be a fun debate, whether it's right to put that on anyone. And like I said, there's so many qualifiers. You couldn't just say Tiger Woods the greatest. You had to talk about Phil Mickelson, and the fact that that isn't even a conversation, or what Nichols.
Do you guys not know how to upload resumes? Is that what's going on? I think you just
Was there a popular golfer called Hugo at one point? I told you there was a Hugo.
I feel like you're fired.
So no Hugo.
No Hugo. All right, well, we're going to keep having the discussion because it's fun. That's what we decided. And we're in it for the fun.
Yeah. Tell us in the comments. GOATs, fair or fodder?
Tell us what you think.
This has been another segment of the Podirondack.
Also, who's the GOAT between us?
Mike Connor, Travis Huber, you're welcome.
Still doing it. Thank you.
I like it.
Bye.
You're not going to mention Kobe? You're talking about LeBron James. And you're not even going to say the name Kobe Bryant?
It was the joke.
Girls, man.
I don't know if you're going to look back at this with love.
I didn't even know Jack Nicholson played golf. You didn't even mention Spud Webb.
So there wasn't a Hugo.